Thank you very much. Kalispera. A very quick question. He said it before, so you know the full name, International Banking Industry Association. But I would like to know very quickly, with a raise of hand, how many of you know IBIA and what we do? That's what I thought. Not even 1/3 of the room. And this is a problem. Bankers are more relevant than ever in shipping, and very few know what exactly it is. And the sad part is that because we are such an integral part of shipping, even shipping companies don't pay the attention that they should in banking. So that's why we exist. And what are the aims of our association? To provide an international platform for the banking industry, to represent the global marine industry, not only suppliers, and I'm going to touch a little bit on that, promote better understanding and professionalism, develop and promote best practices. We are fuel agnostics, even though all of us, like Mr. Agassigas, has a belief on what is the best fuel in the future. We need to have the regulations and the practices for all fuels. We do believe, though, that we're going to have a different fuel mix. We're going to have a fuel mix and not a dominant fuel like we have today, like it is fuel oil. And one of our purposes is to have the regulations and best practices in order to do safe operations, and this is part for other safety for seas events, in order to do these banking operations across the world. Because one of the challenges that we face, we have a lot of local and regional regulations. We are firm believers that regulations should come from the IMO and represent the global shipping. This is going to be easier to follow, easier to adapt, and then you have a level playing field for everybody. We have a consultancy status in the IMO. We have the most well-known ex-IMO Secretariat employee, Dr. Niarchos, that represents IBIA, because he also feels the importance of bankers in shipping. We are a truly international association. Like I said, there is a perception that we only represent suppliers. That's not true. We are close to 500 members from 80 countries. A range, yes, suppliers is our base, but we have buyers. Our upcoming chair, as of yesterday, Konstantinos Kapatanakis from Starbucks. So the chair of IBIA is actually a buyer, not a supplier. And we have membership like Very Fuel, lawyers, class societies, all kinds of sort. Because I need to stress again, we are a stakeholders associations and not a suppliers. We are the forum that you can come together for the industry. We have currently 4 regional boards and the European coming up, and this is going to be announced in our annual banking convention that's going to happen here in Greece in November. So if you want to learn more about bankering, that will be the best event to come along. Our structures enables our members to come together through our working groups, the different working groups. Of course, we have future fuel working groups because there are so many fuels, and like we are fuel agnostic, we need to touch a little on everything. Our oldest working group is the technical working group because, like I said, we need to have the regulations in order to have safe operations. And lately, the digitalization working group. As we need to move to a more transparent industry, we believe that digitalization can help towards that road. We are fully aware that there is a reputational problem with bankering. Our suppliers feel that most of the industry think they are crooks, and this is something that needs to be rectified and fixed. Like in any industry, there is good players and bad players. For us, it's important to have best practices, to follow them, and to have the framework that everybody operates under the same level. We work very closely with our members in order to get their opinions and move what we need, not to lobby, because we are not a lobbyist organization. We need to inform and advise the IMO that anything that has to do around banking. Our board consists of 15 members currently, that they come from different regions and different backgrounds, from suppliers, like I said, buyers, and across the chain. What's our vision? Our vision is to have safe operations through this ever-changing banking environment. This will require the appropriate standard, increased transparency, and that's why we are hung up on this very simple code of ethics that we have and promote. And our future aim is to have a clear industry with better transparency between buyers and sellers in a platform that there's better understanding and better operations. So, with that said, thank you very much for your time. It's very hard to follow presentation from Mr. Zachariadis. So up or now, it's time for your questions. Thank you.